How would you feel walking up from your basement and finding nothing? On November 12th, many Stratfordites found out exactly how that feels. "25 homes were destroyed, which is basically about 30% of Stratford. Governor Vilsack has officially declared Hamilton County as a disaster area." Where were you and your family at the time of the accident?
We had just made our way down to the basement, and we went down these stairs, which are now shifted over, and we were just going back underneath there, next to that little table. We were crouched down, just trying to cover ourselves, and we just could feel and hear it. It was very, very loud, and then I heard windows popping out, and then this house started to shift, and bricks and beams started falling down, and it just lasted for a pretty short period of time, though. And then as soon as the house stopped moving, we just thought we better get out of there before more things fell on us. So we climbed on out and lifted our kids out, and then we climbed out ourselves, and we were all okay. My one son had an injury to his head, got some stitches, but otherwise we just have bruises and cuts and very minor injuries. So we were very lucky, very thankful to have our family.
How are you going to pick up the pieces and move on? What are you going to do next?
Well, we were really lucky. We were able to rent a house in town. Tons and tons of people showed up to help us move all of our things. We were able to get everything out of the house pretty much. The house itself is actually just fine inside, a couple of cracked walls, but it's just in the wrong place. So we're going to stay in our rental house for a while. We may demolish the house even yet today, and we'll probably try to rebuild on this very site.
We're here at the Ayersman house, and as you can tell, it's been knocked off of its foundation. So right now we're at a big slant. It's kind of going downhill. And if you look in here, all this stuff that's been in the kitchen cupboards and all that kind of stuff has now gone onto the floor because we're at that big of a slant. Moving in to the dining room, you can see that there's stuff all over the floor. There's broken glass from the windows being broken. It is freezing in here because all the windows are broken. It's just like being outside. What are you doing to try to pick up the pieces?
Just trying to remember all the good times we had together, and everybody kind of called her Grandma Lucy, so just pick up, like, rummaging through the things. I found a tattered picture of me and her on my wedding day, so that meant a lot to find that. And just trying to get everything together. I don't know, just salvage what we can.
Many WCHS students were affected by the tornado, two of which were Dane and Chase Heyman. What were you doing when the storm hit?
Well, we were uptown eating, and then we were outside, and just it kept getting closer and closer, and so we figured it was time to go downstairs.
What are your plans now?
Well, we'll probably be put in a hotel or rent a house for a while until they either fix or just build us a new house. So we're not quite sure yet, but hopefully we'll figure something out soon.
We went to local fireman Owen Angstrom to see what Stratford's doing in the relief efforts.
Fire department is the one who is coordinating all this. The Salvation Army has come to town on Saturday night. They've been here since the start of all this. They are the ones providing all the food, and we have also taken donations of food, beverages. The church ladies have been bringing in casseroles, soups, more food, desserts, bars, cookies, brownies, and stuff like that. The Red Cross is here for grief support, and they're the ones that's going to take care of any of the real valuable personal stuff we found in the fields. As far as the relief, we couldn't do too much right away because we had to shut all the gas off to the town. We had a 2-inch gas line that got the house moved 5 feet and cut it off. And so that's when we stopped our evacuation and just went with a total shutdown of gas for the town. The electricity, I think, as of right now, is just about all on. The people are free to go back to their homes now. We've got the streets pretty well cleared. We've had tremendous volunteer people. They told me that there was over 1,000 people in town yesterday just cleaning up debris. Like I say, we've got people, volunteers from all over. We've had people from New York City calling. We even had a girl here in town. Her son is in Bayron, and he knew about it Sunday morning. We want to thank Webster City School for turning them kids loose today. They're all over town. They're all all over the country picking up debris, and it's greatly appreciated. Our biggest problem, we're having trouble finding enough trucks for all them students to throw stuff in. We also have help from South Hamilton. Sent, I think, 5 buses over. Southeast Webster is sending. They've sent them. I don't know how many. National Weather Service advised us that the tornado that hit Stratford, the tornado that hit Woodward, and there were 7 other ones in and around Iowa, central Iowa area. They were calling it a Category F3 that hit Stratford and Woodward. The other ones were smaller category. It goes from F0 to F5. So we was in the thick of it.
The school is doing everything it can to help. Here's Mr. Hunt for some comments. How do you feel about the students' efforts in Stratford?
Oh, it was unbelievable. We weren't expecting to have nearly as many students as we had down there, and the people in Stratford were so appreciative of our kids going down there and, you know, walking the fields and walking through town, clean up the park, clean up the school, doing everything that they did down there to help out, because it was just a tremendous effort by them and really helped out and saved them a lot of time and effort as well. So it was great. I was really happy to see that amount of turnout, and just the way the kids worked down there was outstanding. It was very good.
Why did you decide to come and help today?
Well, when I heard about the relief efforts in Stratford, I just knew it's what I had to do.
Well, I'd have to say if it was my house, I'd want help with it too, you know.
Because I felt bad and I felt like I should help, because I knew if it happened to me, then I would want people helping me. So that's why I came to help.
The tornado was a Category F3. This unfortunately left Stratford with 1 casualty and 3 serious injuries. Our hearts go out to those who are affected by this November tragedy. For WCTV, I'm Maggie Maxson.